This is so good. Phenomenal. Look at that. Good morning. We're back with another What I Eat. It's gonna be a little different just because I am living at home in Vancouver. So, okay, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I take a lot of supplements because I actually have alopecia. That's something I ever talked about. If you don't know what alopecia is, simply put, it's just a condition where your immune system attacks your hair follicles, so you lose hair and it just doesn't grow back, because anytime your hair would try to grow, your body would attack it. There's different types of alopecia. The one that I have is alopecia areata. How that presents is just bald patches on my head. So yeah. I don't want anyone to be alarmed by the amount of supplements I take. I take my supplements for specific reasons. I've done blood tests. I've talked to my doctors. You should be getting most of your nutrients from food, okay? Don't rely on supplements. Yeah. Okay, I know it looks gross, but it looks better in this lighting. That lighting was really dark. It's good. It's because of the spinach. Okay. I got my toast, my egg, and then this is just something like leftover lamb and I think mushroom. It's actually really good. Oh my god. I'll break freeze. Look at my nails. Come on, focus. See that? You know what? I'll show you another time. It's not working right now, but I did them and they're so cute. I'm usually not like a lamb person, but my parents' friend, he was like really good at cooking lamb and he came over and made this for us and it's actually really good. I think no matter how you cook it, lamb still always has a little bit of gaminess. Bye. Cheers. Oh god, I ate that. I've recently started taking collagen because this one, it has collagen, greens, and probiotics. I'm like, okay, the 3-in-1. And I always see girls take collagen and I assume like, oh, it probably doesn't taste bad. It tastes so gross, but I'm gonna do it because my gut is just not great. For lunch, I'm gonna try to recreate this unagi omelette that I had at this restaurant once, a new Fuji, but I don't have unagi, so we need to go buy unagi and I'm gonna try to recreate it. I know, I don't need to get the sushi, but it was on sale and it was Sakura season limited. Wait, I just realized I don't have chopsticks. Wow. And it was $9.99, okay, like come on. What a good deal. I'm gonna try this first. Delicious. Okay, let's go home and make lunch.
Today, I tried to recreate this unagi omelet dish that I had at New Fuji. Spectacular dish, by the way. If you're ever in Vancouver, please go try it. Anyways, the egg in that dish is almost soup-like, so in my head, I thought the best way to do this was to make like an egg drop soup situation. Horrible idea, because the liquid would not cook out, so it just became watery eggs with unagi. Disgusting. But then I realized the better approach might be to imagine it like its name, an omelet. So eggs first, and then unagi, and you'll see in the next few clips how I fixed it all.
It looks so gross. I'm gonna remake it because I feel like in my mind what would have worked didn't work. So hold on a second. This time, egg in first. Look at that. I fixed it. Let's not talk about the other one. Like that's what it looked like earlier, and I think it'll still be good, but I'm gonna give you my unbiased review. This is so good. And I think the trick is in how the eggs are made, you know? The eggs are so fluffy, and how you keep them fluffy is by adding cornstarch, like a cornstarch slurry, some water, and some oil. Oh my god. This is my new favorite thing. I'm actually not that big of a fan of unagi, but this, wow. Time for dinner. My mom did cook some things, but I'm just gonna like cook some veggies. She told me to like put these potatoes in this stew. That's looking a little sus right now, but it's just because of the oil. I'm gonna heat it up and then put the potatoes in.
A little marathon update. In my last video, I mentioned I was running a half marathon. Well, guess who impulsively decided to switch to running the full? Me. I know it's probably a bad idea to switch races 40 days out, but I'm sure, well, actually I'm not sure. I think I'll be fine. And I should be able to finish within 4 hours, which is totally commendable, I know. But me being the overachiever that I am, I really want to aim for a sub 3:30 finishing time, so wish me luck. I'm definitely gonna need it. But anyways, let's get back to finishing dinner.
We have the cabbage, pork, and peppers. I think this is gailan, and then this is like a beef potato stew that my mom made, and then this is leftovers, and that's spare rib leftovers. This is what Chinese home cooking. My parents don't like being filmed, so I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna make some cookies later. I'm gonna give you guys the recipe for the hojicha cheesecake. See you in a bit. Okay, it's technically a different day. It was just too long of a night. Like, I just did not have it in me to bake cookies. It's taken me many times, trial and error, and this is the final version that I've decided on. I will warn you guys, it is a very thin cookie. It's kind of better this way if you have the frosting on top. This is the final version, and I hope you guys like it. Yeah, let's get baking.
This cookie represents a story about my eating disorder. I used to basically gaslight myself into believing I didn't like certain foods, like rice or ice cream, and it was all under the principle of eating healthy. So what started off as a good-natured intention ended up with me only eating sweet potatoes and salads with no dressing, no cheese, and only a sprinkle of pepper. A very sad salad, I know. I think now I'm at a place where I do find enjoyment in the occasional indulgence, like actually eating the stuff I bake and having a little treat after dinner, but I'm not sure I'll ever get rid of this voice that glorifies restriction and vanity above all else. A part of me feels there's almost a collective experience in growing up and at some point being cognizant of how you look and feeling unsatisfied. It makes me sad to think that this is something so many people go through, because I know how shitty it feels to hate the person you see in the mirror. I guess the only way I can end this is to say that if you're someone who is struggling with your relationship with food or body image, I hope that one day, and hopefully sooner than later, you'll find that the person you are and what you're capable of means much more than the number on the scale or the calories you've consumed.
We're gonna have to put it in the fridge overnight because it really does make a difference in terms of the flavor. It will allow the hojicha flavor to really develop. See you tomorrow, and we're also gonna make the frosting tomorrow. Good night. Okay, it is the next morning. Let us bake some cookies. This is a little big, but it's fine. It's kind of hard to scoop this big, and they're not like super mounded. First batch of cookies is done. Phenomenal.